And hello, everybody, and welcome to Leander High School in Leander, Texas. We are ready for a big clash tonight in District 25 5A. Liberty Hill running Panthers visit the Leander Lions. We're getting the Liberty Hill starting lineup now. Markel Timmons, Brian Stewart, Toby Ryman, Colin Schultz, and Luke Landy. That is your starting five, as it has been throughout this district year. Now we'll focus on this Leander team.
And now the starting lineup for your Leander Lions. Number 1, 5'9" junior, Luke Lavin. Number 2, 6'1" junior, Efren Steele. Number 3, 6'2" junior, Ryder Bradley. Number 31, 6'5" senior, J.D. Wilson. And number 33, 6'5" senior, Sean Dahlberg. The Lions are coached by Flynn Bradley and assisted by LCL Taylor, Rudy Ortiz, and Brady Spencer.
Well, maybe you could hear it over the loudspeaker here as I took some notes. Starting five for the Leander Lions, Luke Lavin, Efren Steele, Ryder Bradley, the three guards, all juniors for the Lions. And then the two senior forwards, J.D. Wilson and Sean Dahlberg, both standing at 6'5". We are ready to go. Thanks for being with us tonight on Vype Live. My name is Adam Mueller. We're ready for a big clash here as Wilson tapped that one out. And now it is Bradley. Panthers right into that zone press. Ryman and Landy at the front of it. Steele gets it to Bradley. Efren Steele here at the top of the key. This is number 1, Luke Lavin getting inside to Wilson. Colin Schultz with a big block. Start that one. Good use of the body from Schultz. We know what kind of skills he has on the offensive end with his feet. Nice defensive footwork from Colin Schultz there. Not fouling, but getting that off arm across for the block and nearly gets a piece of the inbound. Steele calls out the play. This is Lavin now. Bradley comes across to flash at the high post. This is Dahlberg, the senior. A lot of experience down low, and already you can see they're trying to work it there, work it to that maybe high-low against the 2-3 zone. Lavin, Steele, pump fake back to Lavin, almost lost it. Luke Landy gets down and dirty, rips it out. Boy, Steele came in hard. Of course, the only possession we've had in this game is Leander, so the possession arrow goes to Liberty Hill. And the visitors will take over. Now Markel Timmons to run things from the point guard position, just about a minute through this one. First offensive possession for Liberty Hill. Ryman comes across in the corner looking for some room. Ill-advised pass is picked off by Bradley. And Landy gets right back into that press. That ball hung in the air for a long time. Bradley picked up his dribble. Now gets to Dahlberg, who's come all the way to the top. Still no score here. Bradley's going to just dribble at the top of the key. You see Colin Schultz worried about Wilson in the high post. Screen was on Timmons, who tried to get a piece. Dahlberg, a lot of time down low. We've got a foul on the floor. First foul of the game.
Foul number 12.
That looks like Luke Landy picked that one up on the far side. Luke's got to be careful. 6:17 in this one. Still no score. Dahlberg came in hot. And again, ripping. I think we've got ourselves another jump ball. Another jump ball involving Luke Landy, who is trying to inspire this defense. Leander very patient here early on. Steele at the top. Back screen. They were looking for Bradley, who's going to dribble this thing around. 2 minutes through, no baskets so far. So you've got the opposite guard who actually cuts into the high post. Steele now will come to the top. Lavin and Steele find themselves sort of mismatched spacing-wise. Again, great defense by the Panthers, as we've seen a lot. Coach Bourne worried about Bradley over on that near side. Dahlberg, the high-low, worked really well for the Lions. And it's Dahlberg who gets the first bucket of the game. Ryman. Landy in the corner. Brian Stewart's got it at the top of the key. So what defense is this? Ball tipped away by Steele, out of bounds. Just trying to check this defense. Is that a 1-3-1 or is that just sort of flexible 2-3? Looks like a flexible 2-3 to me. As Steele comes up top, Brian Stewart, nice pump fake, lost it. Lavin, Dahlberg, Bradley attacking the basket. And wasn't a ton of contact there, but Brian Stewart will get called for the foul. And Ryder Bradley will come to the line. Of course, Bradley, son of head coach Clint Bradley. First free throw, no good. Again, 3 minutes through the game. Low-scoring affair so far. Sometimes we see that, especially with this tough Panthers defense. Timmons at the top. Stewart coming around. Interesting defense here by Leander. I'm trying to crack the code here. Almost looks like a man. Landy almost was leading Colin Schultz. I think Luke Lavin stepped out of bounds. He did. Certainly stumped me so far in this game. 4:36 first quarter. Schultz, Timmons. So you got two guys that rotate on Stewart. Landy with the jump shot, knocks it down. Luke Landy. Senior leader of this team, trying to get things going on defense and on offense there with the mid-range jumper. Lavin, Bradley, good one-handed pass here to J.D. Wilson, who lays it in. Certainly going to be a high-low in-out. A lot of ball handling by those Lions guards, but they're ultimately trying to get it to Dahlberg and Wilson down low. Stewart pumps. Landy. It's got to be a zone. I mean, just highly flexible. Panthers just a little perplexed by this. Timmons will try the mid-range jumper. Colin Schultz could not get a handle on it, and it will be Leander basketball. We've got 4 out, 4 in, as Ray Avery, Jackson Scott, Trayvon Williams, and I believe that's Jacob McLeod who's wearing the 15 jersey. Sean Dahlberg continues to do some work. So I believe that is Jacob McLeod there wearing number 15. Thought he'd be wearing the 22 tonight, and the turnover for the Panthers. Ray Avery getting back. Good aggressive move by Ryder Bradley. And Coach Bourne wants a timeout. Slow start for the Panthers to start this one. It is Lions 9, Panthers 2.
Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, a hometown hideaway established in 1935, blends modern conveniences with historic Art Deco architecture. The Globe Theater now features live music, classic movies, and special events. Come out for the day, the night, or the weekend. This is a must-see destination in the Hill Country. Globe Theater, 132 West Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. Online at globetheatertx.com. Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas.
And we're back here out of the timeout. Coach Bourne wants to get things reset for his guys. It is Jacob McLeod here who is called for, I think we've got a foul off the ball. Trayvon Williams is going to be called for an illegal screen. And so the slow start continues to the Panthers. 2:45 in the first quarter. There's that cross-court pass. Sean Dahlberg blocked by Trayvon Williams. Didn't think that was much of a foul. Unfortunately for Trayvon, he's picked up 2 quick fouls.
Foul number 30, Trayvon Williams. Sean Dahlberg at the line, shooting 2.
Dahlberg will go to the line. A lot of experience for Dahlberg as he knocks down the free throw. Eric Richardson will come in for Trayvon Williams. Two good-looking free throws from Dahlberg, the lefty. Markel Timmons in for McLeod. Scott at the top of the key, swings to Ray Avery. Timmons looks for Richardson. Luke Landy for 3, and I think we're going to have a foul down low. Eric Richardson, too much for Efren Steele, and the hustle on the rebound. First foul of the game for the Lions. Timmons with a tight pass, gets it out, now comes back off the screens. Markel Timmons follows his shot. There you go. Trying to get it to Ray Avery, turn the ball over. And as we tick towards 2 minutes to go in this game, Panthers just not able to get anything on offense. Let's see if the defense can instigate some of the action. Swung around to number 5 who checked in the game, Kenyon Anderson. Dahlberg in a heap of trouble, gets it to Anderson down low, triple teamed. Lavin will reset, and Lions will try and get something on this second phase. Lavin, Anderson looking for a bit of help here. Bradley, and more patience from the Lions. They're more than happy to just dribble the ball to the top of the key and reset their offense. Not going to be in a hurry, especially with this early lead. Steele threw some bodies, couldn't get it to go. Good contest from Scott and Richardson. Timmons around 1. Again, ill-advised pass down low, just trying to pass it over the hands, and this will be Ryder Bradley from the corner, another lefty. Steele with a nice rebound. Lavin wanted the 3. He'll drive, took a lot of steps, and Dahlberg will tip it back out to Bradley. And they might hold for one shot here. 30 seconds to go. Just the one basket in this quarter. Luke Landy for the Panthers. Lions happy to just hold and wait. 15 seconds now. Lavin with Landy on him. Doesn't want to get drawn too far out. Steele checks the clock. We have clocks on either end of the court and one above the court. Lavin lost the ball inside. Richardson contested, and that'll do it for quarter number 1. So bit of a slow one for the Panthers. Really struggling to find anything on offense, but the defense just about holding up and keeping them in this one. We'll head to the second quarter. It's Leander 11, Liberty Hill 2.
Thank you to one of our buzzer beater sponsors, Richards Electric, a full-service electrical contractor servicing both the private and public sectors with a wide range of experience in the following industries: healthcare, industrial, heavy electrical machinery, government facilities, office facilities, retail facilities, existing electrical infrastructure, site lighting, and power. Owner Richard Mock and his incredible team would like to be your provider for all your electrical needs. Give them a call today, 512-259-4595. Richards Electric.
Leander High School, and it has been a defensive battle. Running Panthers really looking for some offensive spark here. Luke Landy with the only bucket. So we still stand at 11-2. Out of the quarter break, let's see what Coach Morin has drawn up for his guys. Schultz in the corner, hands off to Landy. Thought about the shot, swing pass around through the hands of Colin Schultz, and another offensive turnover for the Panthers. Lavin gets it to Anderson, who throws it away to Ryman. Toby Ryman doing what he does best. The turnover, the three ball rims out. And now it's the Lions that will push the pace. Bradley stops, kicks to Lavin. Bradley, Landy with such strong hands. Rips it out. Stewart kicks out to Landy. Another mid-range jumper. Couldn't get the shooter's touch, and it's one and done for Liberty Hill. Anderson now fires it in the middle. That's Isaac Montgomery who's in the game. Bradley's three is no good. Ryman wants to push under a little bit of pressure with the left hand. Fakes out. Stewart was open. Now Timmons for three. Banks it in. Banks are open on Tuesdays, folks. That'll count. Maybe that's just what the doctor ordered, as Timmons, Bradley right on the line here. This is Montgomery now. Kicks out to Anderson. Lavin at the top, very patient. This must be something that Coach Clint Bradley talked to his guys about, is just really taking your time against this Panthers defense. And can't even do that as Markel Timmons swipes the ball away. Nice little Euro step from Markel and lays it in. 5 quick points for Timmons. Able to put it in. Timmons, nice little baseline pass to Toby Ryman, who may have gotten some contact there. No foul called, 5 minutes to go. Montgomery is going to take it to the hoop, blocked by Colin Schultz. 2 blocks for Colin on the game already. Timmons thought about the three, took a lot of contact and did get the foul called.
Foul number 1, Luke Lavin.
Luke Lavin picks up his first. Jackson Scott and Trayvon Williams into the game. Jax Hicks as well. Jacob McLeod as well into the game. So we've got, I think we've got a 5-for-5 sub here. Nobody stayed in. So again, McLeod, Avery, Scott, Williams, and Hicks into this one. Williams, McLeod, good setup there. Right, Avery didn't want the shot. Scott thought about the shot. Trayvon Williams with the one-touch pass back to Avery. This is Jacob McLeod here, his first action in district play. Good pass. Williams with a good pump fake and called for the travel. Tough call on Trayvon Williams. Nice pump fake. And it looked like we may get an old-fashioned three-point play, but travel is the call. So Lions get the ball back there. Good pass as well from Ray Avery. Jax Hicks is going to be called for the reach. Of course, the Panthers trying to snap this 3-game losing streak. I think it hurts even more that all 3 losses were 7 points or fewer. But at the same time, gives you some hope as well, because the 3 losses are against the top 3 teams in district, and they were ahead at times in all of those games. The pass inside to Wilson's out of bounds, and that's what Panthers will need more of, turnovers on the defensive end. McLeod, Hicks, Williams, Avery. A lot of trust, Coach Boren, in this group. And now Jax Hicks will be called for the travel. Coach Boren having a discussion with the referees. Bradley, boy, plays that perfectly. That's where you want to stop with the ball. Right before you cross the halfway line. Because if you cross midcourt, you've then got basically 2 sides blocked off, the out of bounds on the sideline, and then you can't go back across the half-court line. Bradley will reset, looks to his coach for some instructions. This is Montgomery. Dahlberg thought maybe he took a few steps, but is able to finish at the rim. That's what Dahlberg does best. McLeod, Hicks, Avery. Hicks again on the wing. Back up the top to Jacob McLeod. Again, first varsity district action for him. Ray Avery trying to make something happen. Has been the creative force for this group, and so now we go 5-5. Starting group back in the game: Markel Timmons, Luke Landy, Brian Stewart, Toby Ryman, and Colin Schultz. Certainly looks like a 2-3 zone from this angle. Landy looking to get it back out. Schultz, Landy at the top of the key, knocked it down. Luke Landy and Markel Timmons doing the scoring for the Panthers, but every bucket is crucial in this game, in this low-scoring game. That long pass is good. Timmons gets back well on defense, though. That's the key when you get those cross-court passes with the 2 posts, is that backside guard has to come all the way back and deny the pass. Toby Ryman found himself on the floor. Dahlberg at the top. Gets it to Steele. Wilson down low. Kicks out to Lavin. Good pump fake. Steele will fire away from 3. Well, the banks are open. The 3 is good. Now Sean Dahlberg with an issue with his ankle. Looks like he's just retying his shoes here. So he will run it off. 1:58 second quarter. 18-9. Panthers getting doubled up right now. After the bank 3, starting 5 will look for some offensive inspiration. Brian Stewart, the 3 ball. That's long. Luke Landy flies in, but the ball deflects to Steele. Lavin lost the ball eventually. Thought he traveled. Stewart got his own rebound, and we've got a foul called. Question is on who? You'd think it's on Leander. Efren Steele called for the foul, and we're going to try and do a little work on the court. If there's any wet spots, just squeak those off. Ray Avery comes to the scorer's table and will check in for Stewart.
And in number 25, Ray Avery.
Coach Boren likes sort of creative work that Ray Avery's done in this game. Ryman will get to Colin Schultz, who goes up with the right hand. Colin Schultz, that's a go-to baby hook for Schultz, so reliable. Luke Lavin in a lot of trouble. Lions well set up for this press, though. They always keep two guards back, and Ryder Bradley just holds that pivot foot. Three guys need to get back here. Steele gets through the zone. Bradley maybe took an extra step, laid it in. Lead is back to 9. Avery, Timmons, Landy in the corner, in and out. Lavin Bradley does so well to break the press. Lavin just got the ball out. Steele through the middle. Looking for Dahlberg here in the corner. Good catch by the big man. Gets it to Lavin. Top of the key to Bradley, and they again will try and hold for the last spot. As Landy almost with the steal. Now Ryman comes in, and they do come out with the ball. 10 seconds for the Panthers. They're on the transition break, though. Timmons will not catch any rim from the corner. Bradley met by Timmons. Bradley, the floater, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. Boy, it was a slog offensively on both ends, but certainly not over here. Panthers just need to find something to get some momentum going in this second half. Certainly on the offensive end, a big game. But we will step away here at halftime. It's Leander 20, Liberty Hill 11.
The Standard on Vaughn, a beautiful restaurant located in the heart of Bertram, Texas, featuring a full mixology bar and menu offerings including hand-select and house-cut steaks. They also offer private party and event space. The Standard on Vaughn is the place to be. Open Wednesday through Saturday. Free live music every weekend. The Standard on Vaughn, 145 East Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. TheStandardOnVaughn.com.
Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, a hometown hideaway established in 1935, blends modern conveniences with historic Art Deco architecture. The Globe Theater now features live music, classic movies, and special events. Come out for the day, the night, or the weekend. This is a must-see destination in the Hill Country. Globe Theater, 132 West Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. Online at globetheatertx.com.
Thank you to one of our buzzer beater sponsors, Richards Electric, a full-service electrical contractor servicing both the private and public sectors with a wide range of experience in the following industries: healthcare, industrial, heavy electrical machinery, government facilities, office facilities, retail facilities, existing electrical infrastructure, site lighting, and power. Owner Richard Mock and his incredible team would like to be your provider for all your electrical needs. Give them a call today, 512-259-4595. Richards Electric.
The Standard on Vaughn, a beautiful restaurant located in the heart of Bertram, Texas, featuring a full mixology bar and menu offerings including hand-select and house-cut steaks. They also offer private party and event space. The Standard on Vaughn is the place to be. Open Wednesday through Saturday. Free live music every weekend. The Standard on Vaughn, 145 East Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. TheStandardOnVaughn.com.
Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, a hometown hideaway established in 1935, blends modern conveniences with historic Art Deco architecture. The Globe Theater now features live music, classic movies, and special events. Come out for the day, the night, or the weekend. This is a must-see destination in the Hill Country. Globe Theater, 132 West Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. Online at globetheatertx.com.
Thank you to one of our buzzer beater sponsors, Richards Electric, a full-service electrical contractor servicing both the private and public sectors with a wide range of experience in the following industries: healthcare, industrial, heavy electrical machinery, government facilities, office facilities, retail facilities, existing electrical infrastructure, site lighting, and power. Owner Richard Mock and his incredible team would like to be your provider for all your electrical needs. Give them a call today, 512-259-4595. Richards Electric.
We are ready for second half of action. The Panthers came out early out of the locker room. Coach Boren wants them to, I think, get some reps in after a frustrating first half, especially on the offensive end. Just the 11 points and just the 3 scores. Markel Timmons leading the Panthers with 5 points. Luke Landy with 4 points. And then Colin Schultz added a bucket late there. He's got 2. Talked about the difficult run that it's been for the Panthers as they play the music extra loud here in the Leander Gymnasium. Talked about the difficult run it's been for the Panthers. 3 straight losses of 7 points or less against the sort of the cream of the crop in the District 25 5A, so they can't be too disappointed in those losses. They were thrown a lifeline on Friday as the Panthers were playing Rouse. The Leander Lions were here hosting the Hayes Hawks and actually fell to the Hayes Hawks 47-45. So despite the 3 losses in a row for the Panthers, they are still locked in a 3-way tie for 4th place in district. Leander, Hayes, and Liberty Hill all at 3 and 4. So just sort of highlights how big this game is, and the result of this game could be crucial to the district standings. Of course, we're starting the second round or the second half of district play. These 2 teams opened district play back in December, and the Lions, of course, beating the Panthers 53-47. But a lot can change over the course of a month. And we'll start this second half. Lions with the ball. Bradley picked off by Timmons. Good defensive start for the Panthers. Landy looking for something down low. Kicks out to Markel. Takes a couple steps. And ball was tipped, so we'll stay right here. Again, thanks for joining us tonight on Vype Live. As Landy catches in the corner. Toby Ryman, Colin Schultz, Markel Timmons back to the corner to Landy, who's fires the baseline pass to Schultz, sort of an in-to-out pass to Ray Avery, who started the second half, and Ray Avery lays the ball in. Good-looking shot for Avery, and now a defensive play by Ryman. Avery, Landy lays it in. Good start to the second half for the Panthers. 4 straight. That's how you get back into the game. Good work offensively and defensively. Lavin nearly traveled. Dahlberg back to Lavin, pumped. Steele will take the 3. He misses, and Avery rises above a couple of Lions. And so Ray Avery with the starting job, starting over Brian Stewart for the second half. Shot from Ryman, no good. Wilson couldn't hold it, and Avery with more good work out to Landy. 3 is no good. Schultz got a piece. And Timmons threw it to nobody. I think he mistook one of the Lions players for Liberty Hill player. Efren Steele to Bradley. And we've got just a moment to breathe here as the Panthers with the first 4 in this second half. Wilson down low, kicks back out to Steele. He'll fire another 3, this one way long. Ryman had to come around Wilson. Was the ball tapped? It was. Lavin was in there to poke it out. 6:04 third quarter, 20-15. Closest the Panthers have been really since the first quarter. Avery. Landy on the wing to Timmons. Got some room for the 3 ball, just fell a little bit short. Landy poked it out of Wilson's hands, and now Bradley will reset things. Lavin has just sort of dribbled through the press, but his pass went through the hands of Dahlberg. Timmons wants to push. Avery's got some room for 3 here. Ray Avery, how about this? Starring role off the bench. Ray Avery with 5 points and a steal. Coach Boren starts him in the second half, and he comes out, and we've got a 2-point game, folks. How about this one? 5:27 in the third quarter. Lions 20, Panthers 18.
The Standard on Vaughn, a beautiful restaurant located in the heart of Bertram, Texas, featuring a full mixology bar and menu offerings including hand-select and house-cut steaks. They also offer private party and event space. The Standard on Vaughn is the place to be. Open Wednesday through Saturday. Free live music every weekend. The Standard on Vaughn, 145 East Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. TheStandardOnVaughn.com.
Well, we are back, folks, and we've got thunder playing on the loudspeakers, but it feels like it's all the momentum with the running Panthers, because it is. They have scored 7 straight to open this third quarter. Ray Avery has been the catalyst for a lot of it. And you see him, good work on the defensive end. 5 seconds, please? No. Ryder Bradley able to get it in, just beat the clock, I think. All the noise coming from the visiting fans. Bradley nearly got himself in trouble. And Toby Ryman a little bit over-aggressive on the defensive end, but again, haven't seen enough of that in the first quarter. Coach Warren will not hate that. 5:14 in quarter number 3. Lions in that home white with the red and blue trim. Liberty Hill in the visiting purple with that gold trim and the white numerals. Back to that patient zone attack for the Lions. And Ryder Bradley, who is a good shooter, short on the three there, though. Lavin, the shortest guy out there with the rebound. Now Dahlberg with the board. And another jump ball. It will go the way of the Panthers. Huge game for playoff implications here, and Panthers have found a spark in this second half. Can they continue it? And Timmons almost traveled, was looking for Avery. Toby Ryman with the wing shot, no good. That's Kenyon Anderson grabs the board. Steal over here to Bradley. Bradley attacks the bucket, fouled, and one. Ryder Bradley stems the tide and gets a big bucket in the foul for Leander. Does knock down the free throw. Strange for Leander. Brian Stewart into the game for Toby Ryman. Strange that Leander last week fell to Hayes at home after really challenging Rouse at Leander Rouse. Only lost to Rouse by 5 points. Schultz, Avery, Timmons on the wing. So sometimes district play can be crazy like that. You almost beat the best team in district, then you fall to a team that's, well, you would perceive to be lower in the standings than you. Ray Avery, a little bit of trouble on the sideline. I think we're going to have a foul on Lavin. Yep, it's going to be a hold on Luke Lavin. First team foul. Ryman and Williams back in there for Avery and Schultz. So Panthers will go a little bit smaller, though. Trayvon can play the post. Sort of an awkward handoff there from Landy to Williams. His open on the wing. Landy will fire from three. A little bit long. Stewart tried to jump over Lavin. Lavin did a pretty good job tipping it away. Bradley, Lavin. Stewart and Ryman apply pressure. And I think we have a timeout called by Clint Bradley for the Lions. So back and forth we go. 3:30 in the third quarter. It's a tight one here. Leander 23, Liberty Hill 18.
Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, a hometown hideaway established in 1935, blends modern conveniences with historic Art Deco architecture. The Globe Theater now features live music, classic movies, and special events. Come out for the day, the night, or the weekend. This is a must-see destination in the Hill Country. Globe Theater, 132 West Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. Online at globetheatertx.com.
Back out after the timeout here at Leander High School. Adam Mueller with you. Thanks for joining us tonight on Vype Live. Big 25-5A clash between the Leander Lions and the Liberty Hill running Panthers here. Panthers started the second half quickly. After only 11 points in the entirety of the first half, they came out with 7 straight to open this third quarter. Three-point play from Ryder Bradley extended the lead for Leander, but the three ball from Bradley's no good. Ryman will push, and I think that took a couple of deflections. I don't think any of the referees know or got a good look. We might have a conference here between the two refs on that side. See what they decide. And it will stay with the Panthers. Maybe a bit of a lucky break there. I thought that took a few deflections on the far side, but referees decide it stays on this end. Landy, Ryman, Landy, Stewart, Timmons. Pass was a little bit low, but Ryman able to handle it. Flips it to Landy. Ryman to get at the high post. Good offensive movement. Ryman attacks Dahlberg. Shot no good. Trayvon Williams and Luke Lavin to the side. And again, we have an issue with the referees. And again, we'll stay right here on this end, and it'll be Panthers basketball. Timmons, Ryman did get the pass to Trayvon Williams, and there is a foul call. Tons of contact down low. Is this a shooting foul?
Foul number 2, Efren Steele.
Efren Steele gets a foul. No, that's going to be on the floor, so we'll just have an inbound. Both teams with 2 team fouls in quarter number 3. Montgomery will come in for Steele. Wonder if there's some foul trouble there. Trayvon Williams with a good cut down low. Landy had some issues handling the basketball, and unfortunately will be called for a travel down there. It did look like one extra step. A lot of contact underneath again. Lavin, Ryman got his hand in there. Stewart was looking for Ryman. Landy will save it and get it back to Stewart. Unfortunately, the ball goes out of bounds. Few too many jump passes in this game from Liberty Hill. Never want to be out of control in any part of basketball, but certainly not when you're passing the ball. Want to have your feet set and control over what you're doing, and the Panthers have been turning the ball over a little too much on the offensive end, but still in this one. Montgomery Bradley will go cross court a little too high for Lavin, and we talked about turnovers. Maybe you get one on the offensive end, but you come back on the defensive end and force one. Brian Stewart's going to come back in for Toby Ryman. Timmons in a little bit of trouble there. Landy Williams, good swing. Avery now. Contested jump shot. Trayvon Williams tapped it up. Tried to tap it again. A couple more taps. Bradley saves it to Lavin. A nice play by Bradley. Trayvon Williams just cannot catch a break in this game. He had that and one early in the first half. Called for a travel. Now Sean Dahlberg is just trying to go all the way. He can't get it to go. Nothing falling for either team. Minute left in this third quarter. We will get a foul called on the transition. Kenyon Anderson. J.D. Wilson checks in for Dahlberg. Despite the loss on Friday, certainly saw something from Liberty Hill that we maybe were looking for this district season. A little bit of steel, a little bit of toughness. Each time it looked like Rouse would go out to a big lead against this running Panthers team. They came back. Mental toughness really has grown over the course of this season. They will need it tonight. Timmons, again, ton of contact. I think Isaac Montgomery has picked up a couple of quick fouls. And you want to keep tacking if you're Markel Timmons. I think it's team foul number 4, but they are going to say he was shooting. So Markel with an opportunity from the free throw line here. First free throw is short. Toby Ryman and Colin Schultz check in.
Number 24, Toby Ryman.
Brian Stewart and Trayvon Williams check out.
33, Sean Dahlberg.
Dahlberg back into the game, so those 2 big men for the Lions in there now. And a nice looking free throw from Markel Timmons. He's got 6 in this ball game. Lead back to 4 for the Lions. 45 seconds in this third quarter now. Lavin, Dahlberg, Anderson pass picked off by Toby Ryman. Said that many times this season. Landy inside. Colin Schultz will have a lot of bodies around him. Hands back off to Ryman. Coach Bourne says reset, 20 seconds to go, third quarter. Markel Timmons around his man. Landy will fire for three from the corner. Couldn't get it to go. Anderson the board, 10 seconds. Lions will push. Lavin up and under. Anderson swings to Bradley, very deep three. Knocks it down. Big shot at the end of this quarter. Feels like a really, really big play there from Ryder Bradley. Points are at a premium in this one. We will head to the fourth. Still a tight game here at Leander. It's Lions 26, Panthers 19.
Thank you to one of our buzzer beater sponsors, Richards Electric, a full-service electrical contractor servicing both the private and public sectors with a wide range of experience in the following industries: healthcare, industrial, heavy electrical machinery, government facilities, office facilities, retail facilities, existing electrical infrastructure, site lighting, and power. Owner Richard Mock and his incredible team would like to be your provider for all your electrical needs. Give them a call today, 512-259-4595. Richards Electric.
Mueller with you. Thanks for joining us tonight on Vype Live. We've got some more loud music here in the gym. Liberty Hill Running Panthers in a crucial battle here with the Leander Lions. Trying to move ahead of Leander and solidify that playoff spot, fourth in District 25 5A. Lions will start with the ball. Let's see what kind of pressure we get from the Panthers in this second half. Steele trying to go around Schultz. His layup's no good. Brian Stewart and J.D. Wilson, and a foul will be called. Stewart just got caught out of position and tried to make a play, unable to. Leander Lions 13-11 overall, 3-4 in district. Wilson's free throw is good. The Panthers 18-8 overall, also 3-4 in district, part of that three-way tie for fourth place like we talked about. Wilson, two good-looking free throws. I don't think it hit the rim at any point. Panthers desperately need some offensive inspiration. Markel Timmons trying to provide it. Unable to. Ray Avery again starting this fourth quarter. This time is in for Toby Ryman. Brian Stewart with some good hands. Gets it to Ray Avery. The jump stop could not finish. And now Markel Timmons will be called for the foul. Ray Avery just couldn't get it to go with the left-handed. Such a good job to protect himself with that off arm, but the lefty finish was no good. Lavin, Bradley, Lavin, Steele. These Leander guards have done just enough tonight against this press. Steele uses his body. Lavin's got some room. Hasn't shot a lot in this game. Ryder Bradley sure has. And he is heating up, 31-19. Largest lead of the game now for the Lions. Timmons, Stewart will foul from three. Stewart knocks it down. That's a good response. Coach Bourne wants a timeout. Brian Stewart with his first points, and it is from three, and we will take this break with them. 6:49 to go. Leander 31, Liberty Hill 22.
The Standard on Vaughn, a beautiful restaurant located in the heart of Bertram, Texas, featuring a full mixology bar and menu offerings including hand-select and house-cut steaks. They also offer private party and event space. The Standard on Vaughn is the place to be. Open Wednesday through Saturday. Free live music every weekend. The Standard on Vaughn, 145 East Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. TheStandardOnVaughn.com.
Of course, we've heard from all of our buzzer beater sponsors tonight: Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, the Standard on Vaughn, Richards Electric, and we also want to shout out the three-pointer sponsors tonight: Liberty Hill Pediatrics and Ortho 360. Want to thank them for their sponsorship of Panthers basketball. Toby Ryman with some good hands out of the timeout. Brian Stewart came through, not able to get there. Trayvon Williams with the foul. That'll be 3 team fouls. Trayvon selling out all the way, trying to make the play. You understand. And in a game as important as this one, getting a steal in that situation could be crucial. 3 team fouls on Liberty Hill, so we will monitor that, of course. With the new rules, 5 fouls per quarter, and the Lions will be shooting 2 shots. Wilson tried to do the high-low, but Toby Ryman had his pocket picked by Dahlberg, who laid it in. Landy, a ton of contact here. Efren Steele will pick up another foul. I think that's at least 3 on Efren Steele. Oh, it's called on Dahlberg. Stewart, Schultz, Landy, again that high-low picked off, and Luke Landy with a bit of a frustration foul there. 6 minutes exactly left in this one. Panthers desperately searching for some inspiration, some momentum. Lavin's pass got past Trayvon Williams. J.D. Wilson up and under, no good. Toby Ryman tracks it down. Plenty of time here. Panthers can put together a few buckets. Ray Avery, no good. And now Lavin will get to that tap out. And Williams went for the block, not able to get it. J.D. Wilson lays it in. 5.5 left. Just nothing going the Panthers' way. Ryman swings to Williams. Williams cross-court pass to Timmons, and Timmons' pass is picked off. Bradley up ahead against Timmons. Lays it in, and Coach Bourne calls a timeout. Full timeout called. And we will stay right here. All coming apart for the Panthers, 37-22. Just not able to get anything going on the offensive end, and that frustration has sort of bled over and affected the team. Not patient in the offensive set and causing some turnovers. And out of the timeout, Jacob McLeod will come in for Markel Timmons. We look ahead for the Runnin' Panthers on Friday. We will be in Kyle, Texas. In fact, my colleague Melvin Jones will be with you on Friday. It will be Liberty Hill Runnin' Panthers visiting the Lehman Lobos. And then in a week's time, we will be back at the Panthers Den next Tuesday, as the Panthers host the Lockhart Lions. Landy off the set. Jacob McLeod on the wing. Couldn't get it to go. Coach Bourne setting up a play for McLeod. Lavin pivots in a ton of distress, and Bradley will call a timeout. That is Coach Clint Bradley. It'll just be a 30-second timeout. 4:44 left in this fourth quarter. cold and wet outside, and it's been a cold one for the Panthers offense as well. Not able to find any sort of rhythm. Have made some good plays on defense, but can only do so much on defense. Gotta put the ball in the basket as well, and that has been the real talking point in this one. Again, 4:45 to go, still some time left, but comeback needs to start now. Bradley, Lavin, Wilson trapped in the corners. Pass picked off by Trayvon Williams, who taps it so nicely to Toby Ryman, who lays it in. It's a good start. And the ball knocked out again. Toby Ryman's so good at that. He'll make a basket on the offensive end and then jumps right back in defensively. Lavin with the baseball pass to Steele. Again, Panthers have 4 fouls, so one more foul, and they'll be shooting, but that passes through the hands of J.D. Wilson. And Liberty Hill retains possession. Jacob McLeod into the game. As Timmons checks out, Coach Bourne using his young point guard here. Looking for a spark somewhere. Landy with unadvisable pass. Did McLeod do enough there? Tipped it out. Good hustle from Jacob McLeod. 4:05 in the fourth quarter. Lavin, Steele. Lions might go with the time-wasting tactic now. Under 4 minutes to go. Bradley, Steele thought about the shot. Drove inside. No good. McLeod under some duress on the far side. Ball will stay here. 3:47 left. Bradley into the corner. Steele will just dribble out. You see the strategy already. Open shots the Lions are passing up for possession time, and Trayvon Williams picks up, I think, his 4th foul. As Sean Dahlberg steps to the line.
Sean Dahlberg at the line, shooting 2.
And a missed free throw there from Sean Dahlberg. Don't think he had hit the rim on any free throws up to this point. There's the signature swish from Dahlberg. McLeod will stay in at point guard. Ryman, Stewart will fire from 3. Short. Ryman did grab the rebound, but he's got a ton of white shirts down there. And McLeod slaps it out. Timmons and Avery check in for McLeod and Stewart. .321 left. Lavin and Bradley, that's been the story on the press break. Dahlberg in some trouble there. Steele on this near side. Dribbles through some traffic. Lavin again will just try and waste time, and foul is called, and it will be free throws for Luke Lavin.
Luke Lavin at the line, shooting 2.
First free throw is good from Lavin.
Back in the game, number 11, Brian Stewart, number 15, Jackson Wren.
Well, if Panthers are unable to make a big comeback in this one, not the end of the story in district. Talked about how close all the previous 3 games were, despite taking the loss in all those games. You think that they're fairly winnable for Liberty Hill. Brian Stewart turns the ball over. Ryder Bradley dribbles through some traffic, gets it to Lavin, under 3 minutes to go. Bradley to steal. And McLeod trying to poke it out. Does pretty well. Ball just rolling around. It's like a bowling ball down there. And finally, Leander gets possession. Coach Bradley will call a timeout. So good hustle from the Panthers on defense. Timeout on the floor. 2:35 left in the fourth quarter. Full timeout is called here. And again, just want to thank the buzzer beater sponsors for Liberty Hill Running Panthers basketball, Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, the Standard on Vaughn, also in Bertram, Texas, and Richards Electric. Thank you for your sponsorship of Running Panthers basketball. Should also mention the three-pointer sponsors, Liberty Hill Pediatrics and Ortho 360. And, of course, thank you to the Liberty Hills Boys Basketball Booster Club. Happy to be with you for the second season here and hoping that Running Panthers can turn things around, not just in this game, but as this district season comes towards its close. As I said, not all over with a loss tonight. Of course, I think Coach Boren still wants to see some effort from his defense. It's mostly going to be about getting the steal, forcing the turnover. Wilson is blocked by Trayvon Williams, who rose above the rim. Luke Landy, nice Euro step, lays the ball in. And, now Panthers bench wanted it to go back to the purple and gold. And again, good press here. Bradley in a ton of trouble, but it's a nice play from these experienced guards as they're able to either pass or dribble through this press. 2:07, and again, it'll be all about free throws from this point on. Lions have looked good from the charity strike tonight. Lavin adds another one. 2:07 left. And the second free throw is good, as the Lions extend that lead back out to 16 points. Panthers will look to chip away. Landy, who has been those defenders have been all over Luke Landy all night. Hasn't seemed to get any of those calls. Timmons, Trayvon Williams loses the ball in the paint. Under 2 minutes. Long pass from Lavin. Trayvon Williams, athletic play, but Lavin picks his pocket. It's just sequences like that have really been the story for the Panthers tonight. They maybe get a good deflection or a steal, and then something like this happens where the ultimate result is just not in their favor. They do one thing right and then maybe do another thing wrong, and Lions have taken advantage. Three ball by Timmons was no good. Toby Ryman ripped it out and laid it in. Coach Bourne wants the quick timeout. Lead is still 16. Toby with a couple buckets in this fourth quarter. Seen in a lot of these games over the past week and a half or so, the Panthers have started off really well on the offense and defensive sides. tonight there was really no offense to speak of, but at the beginning of that third quarter, looked like things would turn around. A nice crowd here, nice visiting crowd. Liberty Hill crowd, a somewhat sparse home crowd over on the opposite end. Lavin to Dahlberg. Luke Landy will keep the pressure up, and the Panthers will keep the effort up as Montgomery gets it to Wilson, who pulls it out. Under a minute left. Lavin, Dahlberg. Lavin's done a lot of good work against the pressure defense. Wilson, Dahlberg will lay it in. On the far side, lead out to 18 now. I think the Panthers have had a lot of good performances this year that have maybe not produced good results, but I think this is probably a case of not their best performance and not their best result either. So good opportunity, looking forward to turn things around. As I said, at Lehman on Friday, as Toby is a little strong on the free throw. 16 seconds left in this one. And then we're back at the Panthers' Den in a week's time as Toby knocks it down. So we did get a foul on the three-point shot, so he'll get one more free throw. Brian Stewart checks back in, and Toby knocks down 2 of 3. 46-30 now, again 16 seconds. See what Panthers can produce here. Dahlberg steps through. It's got to be a jump ball, and we will come back here with 12 seconds to go. So good effort from Liberty Hill, and again, just opportunity to close the game off strong and keep the heads held high. Stewart, Landy, under 10 seconds now. Ryman, somebody's going to have to go. Trayvon will shoot from the corner. No good. And that will do it for us here at Leander High School. The final, Leander 46, Liberty Hill 30. Disappointing night, to say the least, here for the Running Panthers. Pretty even scoring sheet here. Luke Landy led the Panthers with 8 points. Toby Ryman and Markel Timmons both with 6. Ray Avery contributed 5. Brian Stewart had 3 points, and Colin Schultz with 2. So that is your stat line for tonight's game. Again, thanks for joining us here on Vype Live. We will be back with you on Friday in Kyle, Texas. My colleague Melvin Jones will be there, and then I will be back in a week's time to join you here for more Runnin' Panthers basketball. Again, thanks to our sponsors this evening, and we will hope that Runnin' Panthers can turn things around in the district season. Still in with a chance, not everything over, but that'll be it tonight. So again, your final from Leander, it's the Lions 46, the Panthers 30. Thanks, everybody.